Chile won that one, displaying an insane heart for 9 minutes. And that was the famous round kick, head kick KO that was on Channel 7. The fans have spoken, and hi friends, how you doing? It's been a totally amazing year for WA, for MMA, world-breaking kind of year. So I thought I'd do something different here. I've got 10 categories, I've got 50 different nominations. What I did is I just casually asked 20 or 25 MMA people, generally in Perth, but all from WA, and I asked them what they thought about these 10 categories. Some replied, some said they'd get back to me when they weren't stoned. Actually, quite a few people said that. Most people partially responded. That's why we sort of have some here that are more and less, and some that don't even make sense, but I've just put them in as people said. Let's look at the first one here. WA Scene Personality of the Year, the fighter, commentator, fighter, influencer, or promoter who's done a lot this year, and the nominations were, this is literally what people have said. Number A there, Jasmine Frank, the matchmaker, the famous matchmaker. Blair Smith, he was nominated there, obviously a top dude. Alex Torrance, the Iron Octopus, and Brett Bonetti would also put there. You know, the voice, the announcer, fantastic dude. Brett, absolutely giant fan of that guy. And the winner is just who chose that person the most. And the winner here is Alex Torrance, the Iron Octopus. Well deserved, I think he does. He's the only one there who's still fighting and sort of still doing a lot of. He's doing the announcing, the commentating, the coaching. Team of the year, pretty much every team in the city is listed there. Well, no, there's a lot of teams. WA MMA came up as the highest one. The event of the year, you can see a list there. Eternal MMA came up as event of the year, as chosen by the people. Interesting one here, the upset win. This is when an underdog defeats a heavily favored opponent. Someone said, actually a couple of people said Khan versus Chile, and Chile won that one. But in fact, I don't think Chile can be eligible because he's a Thai fighter, he's not in WA at all. Daniel Kane versus Cade Sheldon. Daniel Kane won that one. That was a bit of a surprise. George Vara versus Aaron Santino. That was for me, that was quite a huge shock. A couple of people mentioned here is Callum Parker versus Emmanuel Ritchie, and that's the one that won. That's the one that's got the most mentions. The bottom one there for the upset. Callum went up 2 weight divisions for that one and still won. Comeback of the year, we've got Jed Egan mentioned there, Gain McKenzie mentioned. He had a great win against Luke Regan after a tough bout against Rusty Russell. Monty McLean's mentioned there, and he's mentioned in relation to his comeback during his fight with Josh Thomas, which Monty didn't win, but there was an amazing comeback there, displaying an insane heart for 9 minutes. And the other option there is Josh Thomas, who won against the monster Monty McLean after having a loss, and Josh is the one who won that one, interestingly. Breakthrough Fighter of the Year, Reef Delfino, Max Walton, Jed Egan again. Darman Ormsby was nominated, even though he's not even an MMA fighter. And the winner is
Jesse Brown Sugar Wheaton.
Great fighter. Ashby Tink had a lot of positive comments to say about that gentleman. Submission of the year, we had Beck versus Julian. Then we had CJ Heskey versus EJ Brixley. That's the submission of the acronym fighters. Monty McLean versus Armani J. That was a big one. The other one, the final sort of nomination, Aiden Todorov versus Shai Primo Tat. And yeah, this one was clearly Aiden. About half the people chose that one. Well, maybe more than half. Just about everyone. Knockout of the year, we've got Callum Parker versus Emmanuel Ritty, George Vara versus Aaron Santino, Quillan Sakid versus Anshul Jubi, and Quillan Sakid again against Nasrat, and the winner there is Quillan Nasrat. That was the famous round kick, head kick KO that was on Channel 7 and so on. Moving along, the fight of the year, we had Gillian Hardy versus Lara Zimmerman, Joshua Bird versus Nima Barros, Hunter Wilson versus Armani J, Josh Thomas versus Monty McLean again, Mudo versus Kent Tasawa, I think that was the Muay Thai fight, Aiden Todorov versus Shai Kurut had another one there, and the winner there was Josh Thompson and Monty McLean. If you were there, that was really an insane fight. The early one there, Hunter Wilson, that was a big one. And the fighter of the year, probably the biggest category here is we've got Gillian Hardy, Jack Della, Reese Corrigan. Reese is not an MMA fighter, and Aiden Todorov, who had a huge year. He's also nominated for the Eternal one, if I'm not wrong, and Quillan Sakid there, 3 wins in the UFC. And the winner there was Quillan Sakid. So good on Quillan, the fans have spoken, and great year 2025. See you soon.